about some inspirations. Who you got as an inspiration? Who do you have as inspiration, like person wise? And then what are some of your inspirations? Whether that's money goals, whatever it may be, financial freedom, personal freedom, free time to travel, whatever it may be. What are some of your inspirations?
My number one inspiration is God, to be honest. Because, like, without God, like, he's the creator of everything. Without him, like, you're nothing. Whether if you want to accept it or not. Some people don't believe in God. Because, you can't see him or anything.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just, like, you got to, like, have faith. But, because, like, if you just look at stuff, like, I was having a conversation with my mom, and I was just like, if you look at people with drug addictions and stuff and, like, what they go through and the rehab and, like, how they heal, there's no way they can do that by themselves. Like, one day they literally barely have a pulse, and the next day, like, they're, like, some millionaires and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Somebody a higher power has to be.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So let me play devil's advocate real quick. So this is always the devil's advocate of people that like, oh, well, what about a child that was right? Yeah. What about a child that was born with stage 4 cancer? God doesn't care about them. What is your reply to that? I'm just playing devil's advocate over here. Play third person.
Well, I hope I don't offend anybody by saying this, but, like, sometimes in life, bad things have to happen in order for good things to happen. Like,
that's very deep, yo. That's very deep.
Imagine if nobody had cancer, and one day a person has cancer, the first person has cancer, it's like, whoa, what do we do? Mm-hmm. And from there, we don't have the research, we don't have the medicine. Mm-hmm. So, like, bad things have to happen in order for good things to happen.
So you're saying it's basically like, if you don't have any rainy days, you're not going to really be able to enjoy the sunny, warm day.
Yeah.
Definitely understand that.
I believe, like, even though, like, everything does happen for a reason, even though I'm like, dang, why did that have to happen? Like, when you go through that pain, but, like, I believe everything's for the greater good.
It's interesting how sometimes, like, when things do happen and you're like, dude, like, it's interesting because it's like long term, you're like, damn, that Lukey happened for a reason because I took the steps and I did this. Or it's like it made me like back against the wall and I had to go full steam ahead, right? But then in that moment, you're like, damn, sometimes, like, it's like, I fucked up myself, or it's like everything that happened was because of the decisions that I made, like, at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you fail a test. You didn't study for the test, so that's you not studying for the test and then failing the test. But then let's say you fail the test, you mess up your GPA, and then you spend all semester, you have to grind on your GPA to maybe get into a master's program or something like that. So it's like give and take. Like, at the moment, you're like, damn, there's no way. Like, this is all my fault. This is all fucked up. And then 5-6 months later, you're like, damn, there was almost like a bigger cause for all this. Like, exactly. I did mess up and it was my fault, but it led me to even a better, like, maybe taking a larger step than I would have. So it's actually interesting that you said that.